Hey YouTube bro, what's going on? Alright, so this is gonna be take two because I recorded a video earlier and I don't know, something happened that it's like I lost the video. I'm like, great. And I was talking to some good insights, some stuff for like 10 minutes and then boop, gone. So I don't even know if I can try to like talk exactly what I said earlier, but okay. A few things I want to point out. Yes, if you saw my recent YouTube short, I was at the United game yesterday. They played Chicago Fire. And the crazy thing is, though, I could either be Atlanta United's good luck charm, or maybe they're just playing well, though, because every single game I've been to, they've won. And I thought the streak was going to end yesterday because it was for most of the game. Atlanta was we were leading 1-0. Though it should have been 2-0. But what do you expect? Bad refereeing, right? Is this that always happens? But yeah, it was 1-0, and then toward the end of the game, Chicago tied it at 1-1. I was like, oh, great. And the chances at that time, Atlanta was basically at just like, oh great. The chance of them winning now was just going slow, slow, slow. I'm like, great. I guess the streak's gonna end though. It's gonna be a tie. Well, I mean, because Atlanta, they've already been tied. I guess the record. Because I think we're like third in the Eastern Conference for MLS though. But it was when the ref said, okay, 90, not 90 minutes to stop it. When it was 90 minutes and it goes to stoppage time, 9 minutes. I'm like, damn, 9 minutes, that's a long time. I mean, unless there's injuries, fouls, fights, whatever, though, that interrupts the game for that certain time, it's usually not that long. 3, 4, 5 minute stops sometimes. 9 minutes. Well, that could be good and bad, though. Good in the sense of your team has the opportunity to score and, win the game. And bad because the opponent is trying to do the same thing, though. But middle, right, stoppage time, it was like, all right, corner kick. Boom! Goes in. I'm like, yes! They won! They won! The streak continues, so. But yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I know. Game was what I saw was just now, mind you, I've not followed MLS, so what I observed, and the game was very well played. Like especially Atlanta was playing good defense, so stopping Chicago though. I know we had some opportunities to score a few times, but it's soccer, man. Football. My bad, football. For anybody outside the U.S. that watches the video. Yeah, it's just you're never too 100% sure what can happen, but right towards the end of the game, man, they score and the place just goes crazy. And I'm like, and I love going to the United game, so at the Benz. So now I haven't been to a Falcons game at Mercedes-Benz. It was at the Georgia Dome, but from what I've heard from people, like it's just going to a United game as opposed to a Falcons game in that stadium now. It's United, just because it's just the experience and you're around people and it's just so exciting though. So good job, Atlanta, on that. But I also want to mention there was another game in Atlanta that was right next door. So, like, if you ever been to Mercedes-Benz, I think it's gate 2. The side, well, if you were to get out on your left side, you have Georgia World Congress Center. And then right on the right, you have State Farm Arena, though. And that's where the Hawks play. Yeah, it was Hawks and Celtics. Like, literally, it's like when you get out of the gates and you're outside, it like a 5-minute walk, if that, though. I mean, most of us could probably throw a Vortex Nerf ball, or football, just throw it out, and it would hit the arena. But yeah, there was another game going on, and I know I saw some people they're doing like back to back double headers. I was like, oh, they're at the United game, and then they're going to the Hawks Celtics game. Yeah, Hawks Celtics playoffs. Another important thing, because Hawks 7th seed, Celtics 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. But of course, unfortunately, the Hawks came up short. But what I wanted to kind of mention this is like Atlanta. What's up with the sports? Like, if I didn't know what city I was in, and I was because I decided just to walk around for a little bit though, go around, a State Farm, the CNN Center, Omni Hotel, like around where Centennial Park is and stuff. And people were getting off MARTA or wherever they were parking, whether they were at Five Points or the I guess the other station. That's like once you get out, you're like boom, State Farm, like right there at the entrance. If I didn't know what city I was in, and I just saw the people that are going to the basketball game, I would not be able to tell if I'm in Atlanta or if I'm in Boston. It is crazy. I'm like, I saw just as many Celtics jerseys and memorabilia as I did Hawks. And it just kind of makes me ask the question. I'm like, is it like, okay, maybe the Celtics are a very well-traveled fan base, or like, what's up with Atlanta and their sports fan base? Like, look, I understand in terms of with like at least with professional men's sports. I gotta, be a little careful on that, especially nowadays. It's like, yes, I mean, they won the MLS Cup. They were champions in 2018. Braves were World Series champs in 2021. But since then, it's like, and then prior to that, 1995 Braves. But it's just like, what? Yeah, it's like sometimes we may have good seasons and then not, and then just disappoint. I mean, heck, if you're a Falcons fan, that's just like been the common theme since 1966, though. Even though but anyways, I'm not going to really talk about the Falcons, even though the draft is coming up later this week. And I will mention this on that, but it's like, is Atlanta with the sports? Are we like the city of sports immigrants letting other people come here and just like, it's just like, well, what's going on? I'm confused in a way though, Now when I go to United games, that's at least a good thing now, because I appreciate the fan base with this team though, and I wear my hat, I had my jersey, and I'm like, I'm good, I'm decked out and I'm ready to go though. But Hawks, Falcons, not really on Braves, so, but it's just like, especially with basketball, football, like around downtown, it's almost like I see even amount of jerseys on both teams. I mean, I didn't know, especially if the Celtics are very well traveled, or if the Falcons are playing another team. Like, okay, last Falcons game was January 20th, 2013, though. So, wait a minute. It was like, it seemed like the video got, but, yeah, last Falcons game was, that went to, 10 years ago. And, like, it's just, I mean, we played, it was the 49ers, though. A Colin Kaepernick team with the Niners. I saw just as many Niners fans as I did Falcons fans. But Niners are very well traveled, though. A friend of mine this past year went to the Falcons, and when the Steelers were here, though, but that was kind of also like, Steelers are also very well traveled. But even out and about, I see other teams, it's like, I don't know. It's like they're not afraid to wear the opponent's memorabilia and jersey and say like, oh yeah, we're going to take over your city, this and that, because Atlanta, you can't do anything about it, though. That's how I feel the sense of, especially with, the Falcons and the Hawks. Because you guys haven't done anything. Nothing worth awesome. I mean, the 2015 Hawks, yeah, you had that great season record, but what'd you do after that? Falcons, do I need to remind you about 28-3 again? No, no, and we're not going there. So, what is the solution? Yeah, that's, now this video is going to 10 minutes. So, what is the solution for Atlanta, the fan base of sports? I wish I had an answer. I wish I knew, but I don't though. Do you know? Put in the comments below. By the way, though, I do want to say in terms of, I know with there's YouTubers that put out content in with their cities on sports and that. So shout out to Sports Live in the ATL, Slida, David, though. When it comes to Atlanta sports, he's the guy that you want to get like insights, updates. Like he knows, like his brain's like an encyclopedia when it comes to Atlanta sports. So, and what you want to know and certain things, it's just he's the guy to go to. So go to him. Shout out to you, David. Though, if anybody that comes across my channel that hasn't gone to his channel, go to his channel. Though, go to his channel and subscribe. But anyways, so just what is the solution, Atlanta? What can we do, especially for basketball and football, the sports that have really been they're still struggling. What can we do when opponents come here and they, fans from the other teams when they're here? What can we do to make them feel like they're intimidated? Because they feel like, oh, they could just walk all over and stuff, and they're not, and we're not, and Atlanta fans are not going to do anything about it. I feel like that sense though, we do something where we see more Hawks jerseys, more Falcons jerseys than the other opponents. So not when it's the other way around or when it's even though. That's a question. That's a question, though. If you got the answer, let me know. I got much love for y'all, though. Today is a beautiful Monday, April 24th. If you can, go out there and enjoy it. Peace.